Welcome to Reef Diaries, day 13. So today we're going to do an update on cyanobacteria and open up some boxes that I got today. These just arrived from MarineDepot. This one's already pre-opened. This one's been inspected for quality assurance. And this one's the only one that looks like a normal box that I'd be happy to receive, but it doesn't really matter. So MarineDepot recently closed their doors, but I did order a few things from them just for some regular maintenance, and I thought, I'm sure I could use this or that or the other, so. Let's see. Got myself a couple of new nets, and the fabric is blue. I just wanted to have some. Mine are super duper old, and I thought it'd be nice to have a couple fresh ones if I do have to catch a fish at some point. So, got two of those. I got a whole bunch of these calibration solutions. Jack's excited. Calibration solutions for TDS meters because I've never been able to calibrate one. It just seemed like this calibration solution was kind of hard to come by. You know, I'd look around for it. I didn't kill myself trying, and there it was at MarineDepot. So I grabbed myself 10 packets, which should last me the rest of my life. I also got some tubing, and that was intentional. Actually, I got several different tubings in my orders, and it looks like I got a MarineDepot sticker. Box number 2. We'll go with this big giant one with a huge hole in the side. Whatever was in there really wanted out. More tubing. This is 1-inch diameter tubing. And I believe this one's 3/4 inch tubing. And finally, here. I know some of the things I asked for, they just didn't have after all, and they sent me an email and let me know they were refunding me, which was kind of a bummer. More tubing. Alright, so that's it. I think the reason I got so many boxes is because it came from the East Coast and the West Coast. 48 hours in, and this is how much foam is in the sump. There is still cyano present in the frag system. You can't even see through the glass because it's just hideous. But I will be doing some cleaning and seeing what I can do to make things look a little bit better. The reef itself seems to be unfazed other than this one bird's nest went up in smoke, which happened over like 2 days. And that is kind of normal for that coral, so I'm not going to give it a lot of thought. I have other birds' nests that are actually looking perfectly healthy. And for the most part, I would say everything is doing just fine while I'm waiting for the cyanobacteria to completely go away. Down in the sump, you can see a little bit of foam there, but not really much of any other foam. There's a tiny bit there also in the sock box that has no sock right now. And the Trident's been measuring my water since yesterday. I put the clip on the phone to kind of filter out the blue so we can look at the sand, and there's really just a little bit of stuff in the very back there. But that's not even cyano. I don't know what it is. It might just be dirt. And then the rest of the tank, I mean, there's a little hint of it there in that area back there. Whatever it is. This part is clean. This part is essentially clean. This area here that I've been kind of keeping an eye on, I just don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is actually going to go away of its own accord since it's in between the glass and the sand. But the water of the tank itself looks pretty clear considering there's been no protein skimmer and this has been going for 48 hours. Now down here in the refuge, you can see the cyano is almost completely gone. This, like I said, day 2. There was some red on the front and it's gone there. That was kind of thick and dark, it's gone. But especially over here was like the most obvious spot. I was a little bit nervous about this coral earlier today. All the polyps were retracted and I didn't see anything going on like a coral beauty picking on it. And I thought, oh no, could it be, did the medication affect it? But clearly that's not the case. And everything else in the tank is looking the way I'd expect it to be. So I'm not expecting surprises. I'm just more hyper aware since I have to report to you guys every single day on these Reef Diaries. Yesterday someone was asking me about cleaning the glass, and I happened to find this bottle in my arsenal. This is a glass and acrylic cleaner from Fritz. So if you're looking for something like that, find somebody that sells Fritz products and you can get that answer. I don't actually have these in stock. I got a few bottles a while back. This is my last one and I use it on my own tanks. I checked my alkalinity again today, even though the Trident now does it for me, just to double check things because it was just installed yesterday. And my test kit says it's 9.5. The Trident says it's 9.7, very close to where I expect it to be, which is also good because it's staying around where I want it to be. It's not yo-yoing like I was afraid of, which you have to dial in a calcium reactor. It just can't be the same number all the time because a lot of things change in your tank. So that's taken care of. Also, another thing that I got knocked out is I added more fresh water to the saltwater vat. I used a calculator and it determined I needed to add 32 more gallons of RODI water to get the salinity down from 1.030 back down to 1.026. So I've added that water today and I'm actually ready for that water change tomorrow night when the 72 hours has elapsed on the reef tank. Thank you for watching and please subscribe.